Hey boys, how's it going? Got a recap video here of some pretty good stuff. At the end I'm going to show you some fancy pants, so stay tuned for that. Right off the bat, my backdrop tonight is something I got in the mail today. That should have been here about 2 weeks ago. That's the UFC replica ring card. I was going to take this to Chicago for my autographs. Here's the other side. For any other autographs besides on cards. I was going to get this done. I would have gotten it done on the #1 side. If you look at this, it's kind of like some reinforced, what they call reinforced cardboard, but it's really just like foam board, and really, really light, not wood framed or anything like that. I picked it up pretty cheap. I had a gift card for the UFC store, so it was going to be something pretty cool, but it didn't work out. So I just got that today. Yeah, so it's only like a week and a half, 2 weeks late. Said it was supposed to take 3 to 5 business days, but it took a long time, so it's kind of a bummer. But good news is, hopefully I can still use it when the UFC comes to Milwaukee in August. So that'd be pretty rad. So thankfully Harley Davidson is a sponsor, and I think they're the ones that are persuading the UFC to get back here to Milwaukee. So it'd be pretty cool. So now I have a trade and a couple TTMs, and then a huge fancy pants trade at the end. You'll see what I mean by fancy pants at the end. It's kind of a pun. So run through some cards here. This is a finish off the trade with David Pop. Well, actually there's still one card pending, but this was the bulk of the trade. So I get to replenish the card I sent over to you, JMO. I got the Carpenter on the 2011 Finest. And then I got a really nice John. I got Fitched by Maya Fitch. Nice tops. Really good photo and a nice bold signature. And another card in trade. David Pop, you gotta throw a video up so you can see what we traded, because this is a pretty big trade coming from you to me, but I sent you a bunch too. So I got a Louis Kane. I'd given that up in a trade to somebody else, so it's nice to get that back. And then you gotta have a Bisping, so I traded him my gold signed, or not my gold signed, my signed gold Moment of Truth Bisping for this one. Really appreciate that, and this one actually has a little dually action on the back. This was a TTM David Pop got. This card is really nice. Stephan Bonner, he's a big roid head, but still a nice card. Nice to get that done for the Moment of Truth cards. Wrapping up with the last two cards here. Jorge Rivera with the El Conquistador inscription on the bottom. See if I'm still focused here. Yeah, as good as it gets. And lastly, out of our trade, like I said, one card's still pending, but it's a Johnny Big Rig Hendricks. I traded him my signed gold Moment of Truth for this one. So, David, I super appreciate you trading the golds for the base, because my golds just don't match my collage at all. So it's great to get the Bisping and the Big Rig. So yeah, David Pop, make sure you get a video up of the trade, buddy, and get some more vids out. Get those rolling again. Today on Monday, the 4th, I got Mackins in the mail, signed in blue. I'm not sure what the inscription is, but I think it's like NG. I gotta kind of look that up and see what that's all about. But he's jumping on Caceres there against the cage, and signed 2 of 2. So one of these is for trade. If you want it, let me know. We can work something out. And the second TTM I got today is a nice return from Charlie, the Spaniard Brenneman. He's fighting out of AMA out there by the Miller brothers and the guys out there. So I got him on that, and he put a post-it on here. David, thanks for the support, Charlie. So that's cool. So then I got the 2012 Finest, and then 2 nicely signed Moment of Truth cards. That one, this one I think is mine, and then this one is for trade. So again, if you guys need them, let me know. We can work something out for the extra. Now, for the Fancy Pants return, this was not a return. This was a kind of a big trade. I traded away Alistair Overeem signed UFC Strikers glove and a fat stack of signed Moment of Truth. And I got these fancy freaking pants. Hopefully it'll focus. That's the signature. Isn't it a beauty? But they're none other than UFC 94 replica shorts of George Rush, St. Pierre. That's the side. Here's the back. See if I can get this to focus. Right on. Here we go. So there's a gspfightclub.com on the back, on the rear end. And then the right leg is another one of the GSP logos with the Rush at the top, George St. Pierre at the bottom. And then in the front is the signature. And then the madeforeveryone.com logo. So that was, I think that was the first BJ Penn fight. Was at, so here, that's the signature. It would be really rad if it had the George Rush on it, but there's still GSP signed fight shorts. You can't beat that. And then, so I think that was Greasegate when he got Vaseline by his cornerman on his back shoulders and around his neck. And then this is actually, if you look at photos of UFC 94 of him and BJ Penn, this is after the victory. And you really can't, well, if you look at it close in person, you can see the fight shorts. Let me see if I can zoom in here for focus. He's wearing those fight shorts. So yeah, it was UFC 94 versus BJ Penn. So Chris, thanks a million for that. Got to trade a bunch of my cards out, and the Overeem glove was just not a fit for my collection at all. I really didn't know what I was going to do with it or how I was going to display it. So to get something so nice as signed fight shorts is pretty freaking awesome. And Chris, you're the man. I really appreciate it. I hope you're happy with the trade, because I am. Oops, very much. So that's all I got, but I think that's a pretty good video. And I don't know, Monday start off pretty good, couple TTMs. Let's get some more in this week, and hope you guys had good mail days. Later.